Hey, how's it going?
Going all good. What you got for us, Chet?
Well, I've got a little bit of news for everybody today.
All right.
Don't know if you guys have heard, but 100 specialists and thousands of support staff were involved in the rescue effort that lasted nearly 3 weeks and transfixed Thailand and the wider of the world. The Thailandian authorities of Thailand have successfully rescued 12 Thai boys from a cave in Thailand. It was a Taiwanese masterpiece and master artwork of helping people. And if you guys haven't seen the news articles on that, it's fantastic. You should definitely look into it. I'm really happy those boys made it out alive. In the pack news, Finn is celebrating and wants us to celebrate his good friend Beatus being a verified bitch. I don't know what this Finn guy's shtick is, but it's like he's living in a house made of trick mirrors. Juicy wants to celebrate the inaugural cranking of his monster hog. Life up to this point never really mattered. This is akin to the Big Bang and should be celebrated as such. Frick loves and appreciates their packmates. Right on, dude. I mean, yeah. Good shit. Last but not least, Bertram wants a shout-out for being awesome, but it's not going to happen. I'm a busy man. I'd rather spend the time I would have been shouting you out, shouting myself or Beatus out. Sorry, kid. Nothing personal, but this industry's a man-eater. That concludes our very, very first weather and news segment. This time without the weather, next time maybe.
Excellent. All right, everybody. All right. Now let's get to the... That was real good. That was real juicy. Hopefully we can get a lot more entries next time. Welcome to Welcome to Sweet Talking with Saint Diabetes. Today I have my special guest and I guess now my future co-host, Chet Laserbeam. What's up, people? What's up, Chet? Glad to have you on. I'm glad to see we can actually get this working. This was my original vision for the stream, and I'm very happy for it.
Yeah, I'm glad I was included in that vision.
Yeah, I mean, like you brought it up, and we were just trying to get it all organized, and now it's actually full on Sweet Talking with Saint Diabetes, and let's get this now a second official, but first real official episode rolling.
So it's really happening now.
Yes, now it's really happening.
This is the damn thing, and we're doing it.
Hell yes.
All right.
So, Chet, I am very interested in you as a person because you just are a very big personality on the pack.
Back off.
Oh, you taken? Is that what's going on?
What was your question?
No, I was just saying, you're a very big personality on the pack, and I'm just glad to be talking with you. I just want to know more about, what you like to do, just on the pack in general. I mean, I'm sure people already know you, but I just want to know, more about what you do on the pack, go into your mentality behind what you do, and just what brought you to the pack. If that's, kind of a three-pronged question there.
Yeah, well, I'll start with the last one and make my way up. My friend brought me into the pack, an IRL friend, regular dude, and he was like, this is just a server. It's so stupid. It's just a server full of people saying, "Aroo!" And I was like, that sounds so dope. And I was blitzed out of my mind. I'm talking really almost blackout drunk at this guy's house. I was like, dude, link it to me. Link it. So I went on there, and that was my first day here, or first night, rather, and I got sent to hell 4 times. And somehow didn't get banned.
A quick aside, that is so in character for your character on the pack. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
Yeah, I try to be genuine most of the time, unless I'm, shit posting or something.
Yeah.
Which honestly happens more often than regular posting, but you get it. What were the other prongs of this question?
Yeah, the other ones was
what do I like doing?
Yeah, what do you like doing on here? And then the other one's what is your philosophy of of your posts? Because I know you're fucking you're a Santana, so I want to know your philosophy behind how you just get into people in hell. If you're allowed to talk about that.
Oh, I'm not. Getting into the Santanic arts.
That is a forbidden talk.
Prohibited.
Okay, well I'll just stray away from that from here on out. Then.
No, I'm just fucking with you. It's I don't know. You do it. Everybody that is a Santana has their own way of doing it. It's very individualized, your style. So like you'll go in and you'll either be sarcastic with them, which is harder to do because it's all over text. You know, it's hard to convey that like that snotty tone that you want to have with someone, whereas they might just take it as you complimenting them, or you know, what have you. And my way of getting under people's skin usually just consists of rampant name calling and euphemisms about their mother's vaginas. I don't know. It's usually just what works. Like calling people crunchy cream pies has become my thing. It's almost like a staple. Just because, like, if you think about it, like a cream pie, when it first goes, never mind. I'm not
no, I get what you're saying. It's stale.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, well, like, I also call it, like, it's like crawl back into your mom's, like, stretch, musty love cave, or, like, something like that. You know, you just have to...
Oh, God.
First go around. Hey, can you give me just a moment? I'm really sorry about this. I'll be right back.
All right, man. I'll stop the recording for a second. I'll just stitch it together. So where were we? We were talking about your philosophy as Santana, and then I think that really is just the end of it there.
Yeah, just do the damn thing.
Like, it just destroy people. And actually, that does remind me. The one time I've been to hell, you were about the only person roasting me, and it was great.
It was great?
It was great because, well, not really.
Do my job right.
Well, not like in the making me feel good sense, but like looking back at it, I was like, all right, it was good. Because just basically like you interrupted my mountain of fuck, and it was something along that line. I'm like, all right, this is good.
All right. Well, I'm glad I could do that for you. I could give you that pleasure.
Pleasure was all mine.
No, I assure you, the pleasure was all mine.
Yes. So, I don't want to say you're an enigmatic personality on the chat. It's just like you have this air of charisma about you every time you like post, and I'm wondering, is that more of a character? Because every time I've talked to you, just like one-on-one, like either in voice chat or just in text.
I don't have charisma.
You have charisma. It's just a different kind of sexual energy. In the chill chat,
into my sexual energy on stream.
Yes, exactly. That's what we do here.
That's that shit I like.
You
voyeurism.
Yeah. No, because like in the chill chat, you play up like this air of like this, I guess, playeristic personality, just slaying puss on it, like not even on occasion, just constantly.
Well, I mean, I do. None of that's a lie. It's just like
shit.
Over text, it's more fun. It's more entertaining to write that way than it is to just say like, "Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just say like, I might go get laid later. can I get an aroo?" Like,
shit.
Like it's all about like, it's not even thinking about how you want to be perceived. It's just like it's something that you grow into. It's like within a certain community.
I can see that, and like I would definitely say you're one of the more standout members of the community, because every time I come on and I see you posting, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta read what this guy's saying now.
Yeah. I mean, the red helps me stand out.
That is accurate, but also just the one day where everyone was just praising you as a god on the server.
Oh, Chet posting.
Yes, the Chet posting, and it is forever in the lore too as its own folder. Shout out to MDL.
Yeah, no, MDL's the shit. Let's talk about MDL for a second.
Hell yeah. I'm thinking about bringing him on. I'm going to try to bring him on next week as like a captain's ball sort of deal. I have to see how that works out. But
captain's balls.
Yeah! It's going to be great. We're going to try to do we're going to try to do like Mad Libs.
Are you going to transcribe all that into your captain's log?
Yes. I'm going to... You can do that as a hell sentence. Just transcribe an entire hour-long fucking podcast.
Yeah. I mean, we do have people in there currently trying to become Santanas. So.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. It's always interesting to me to see like who the hell signs up for Santana trials. There's some that are like, okay, that would make total sense. Who
wants to do that? It's all just like I don't even know. I feel like they think that we're just like some kind of frat.
Instead of just like the denizens of hell.
Yeah, like in the fact it just says these guys are badasses, and like all the new people are like, yeah, let's go be badasses.
And then they
that'll be pretty cool.
They get anally reamed.
Yeah, most of the time, and then we like have those people that come in there and just like spam copy pastas and get banned.
That's not even trying, really. Like, just come on, man. Like, put some effort into it.
Yeah, I mean, come up with something on your own. Make your own pasta.
Now that, oh man, I really should have had some pasta for dinner now that I think about it. Instead,
Dude, I haven't had dinner yet, but I'm thinking of making spaghetti.
Yes, spaghetti is always good.
And it would, I think that shit's about to slam for sure.
You gonna make that with the marinara or the Alfredo?
Dude, if you make it with Alfredo, then it's just a poor man's Alfredo. Like,
well, I mean, you can have linguine.
Like homemade spaghetti sauce. Spaghetti and marinara, like those two sauces, are two totally different things.
Spaghetti and marinara sauce are two different things?
Yeah, marinara is what you dip your fucking cheese sticks in. Spaghetti sauce is like chunks of tomato.
You can have
and, like,
chunky marinara.
Sausage and all that extra shit, man. It's real spaghetti.
It's real spaghetti hours then.
Yeah, 100% real spaghetti hours.
Oh, speaking of food, I need to. What was it that somebody posted the other day that I just need to make? God, I can't remember.
Was it a picture of the bean cake?
There was a bean cake that was posted?
Yeah, I
like
think someone...
baked beans?
Well, yeah, like it was like a perfectly good-looking cake on the outside, but like it had this shit photoshopped on the inside of it where they cut a piece out, and it was like these nasty-ass looking, like, ranch-style beans. It was nasty. I don't know. Getting beaned and bean posting is the worst shit of 2018. I mean,
it really is.
Whenever it's not you getting beaned.
I mean, I don't know why it's seen such a rise and why Edible half the time is like 50-50 cursed posts and like actually stuff I want to eat. Like, there's like no middle ground.
We have an equal amount of shit posters and chefs in our server.
So, well, I mean, I think most of it's kept afloat by MDL, because like it's either him posting something that he's eating that looks really good, or is just a cursed image.
Yeah,
it's mostly just him.
That's a good way of explaining it. Actually, it is almost all MDL.
I mean, I'm not mad about it. That's just what it is.
Oh, I'm not mad either, man. The Edible channel gives me life on cloudy days.
For me, it's always weak ass memes. That's my safe place in the pack.
Wait, what did you say? Sewing?
No, I said weak ass memes. It's always my safe place.
Oh, I don't know why I heard sewing. I'm sorry. I started reading something like an idiot. Like during a podcast, I was over here like, oh wait, I got a ping on Reddit. What's going on? All right, let me put everything else down. All right.
See, this is why I just can't I can only focus on one thing at a time. Let me turn down this music.
I definitely can't multitask, as you just heard.
I mean, you heard safe place as sewing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's something wrong here. My circuits got crossed or something.
It happens all the time. Plus, didn't you have like that horchata thing earlier? Saying you're getting zooted?
Horchata liquor? You just like, you make it like an Irish coffee, except instead of like Bailey's Irish cream, you put horchata liquor.
Ooh. See, I've never had horchata, but it's like kind of this...
It's fucking good. It's like it's rice milk with brown sugar.
So it's like on the sweeter side.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's really sweet. That's why it's good to mix with coffee. Like, you don't have to use creamer, and it's also... I mean, depending on the type of horchata you get, it's like a little bit less thick than regular creamer.
See, I'd like that, because sometimes the cream just makes the coffee a bit too thick.
Yeah.
So I'd be able to pick this up at like most liquor stores, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
This is a shameless plug. Specs Fine Spirits and Foods, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Specs is great.
Yeah. That place rocks. We got one in my hometown. And that's my second home now. That's where I live.
Your hometown of Texas, might I add. The entirety of it.
No, that's my home country.
Okay. Oh, speaking of, I need to post more in that group thing we set up for the second meetup, because I think I might have an idea, and fuck it, I'm going to put it on here just because I have you on the line now. I'm thinking about going and taking the group to a barcade.
Oh, dude, if we go to a barcade, I'm gonna get shit-faced and break the Pac-Man machine. Like,
Alright, it's settled then.
Arcades get me so pissed off when I don't win. Like, I'm not even an angry drunk or anything. Like, most of the time whenever I'm drunk, I just, like, lay back in a chair and smile, like, looking at the stars. Like, in the middle of a party, like, I'll just lay there until someone comes up and talks to me. It's the ultimate social status you can attain, is getting to that point where, like, people just come to you.
That, yeah.
You're like a king.
I
So,
told
like,
you.
You're just sitting on this patio looking up, and people will come out and say, like, hey, you're hold on, I almost said my real name. You're Chet, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I forget that Chet's like not your actual name.
What's up?
I forget that Chet's not your actual name.
Yeah.
Because this is just a normal fucking name on the Discord.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where I came up with that. I think I was playing D&D or some shit like that. I don't know, something really nerdy, and I needed like a science fiction name.
So Chet. Oh, well, Chet Laserbeam.
It was Chet Laserbeam, and it went on like the same scale, the same thing as like Luke Skywalker.
I can see that.
Laserbeam, yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, the same syllable count, so that has the same almost cadence. I can see that.
Yeah, yeah, it's I think the same amount of syllables.
No, I checked. Don't worry, we're good.
It doesn't matter, but that's basically where I was going with it, and it just kind of stuck. Like, I made it my name, and I never changed it because on all the servers I joined, people were just like, Chet. And I was like, what's up, guys? And they were like, Chet! And then they just kept saying Chet.
That's how it stuck.
This also isn't the first server that Chet posting has happened on.
Oh, Christ.
Like, and I didn't incite it. Like, I didn't make that happen on either.
It just happens.
Yeah. It happened naturally without my doing. In fact, Chet posting started without me knowing it started until someone finally pinged me, like, halfway through.
Like, what the fuck have you done?
Yeah, I had no clue. And I think it was MDL that messaged me in the middle of it. And was like, hey, dude, check chill chat. I was like, oh, dope.
Yeah, and then...
What's just going on? What the fuck?
And then we eventually just renamed it to Chet Chat for a bit.
Yeah, the chat.
See, I'm just very happy that it happened. Like, not gonna lie.
Ah, dude, me too. It's all good times. That's the shit I'll tell my grandchildren about. I think. Yeah, I think I peaked during the chat.
It's only downhill from here.
Yeah, it's a nice downhill slide. Straight into my 80s.
Life's good. No.
I mean, I did run a cult, like for
all of like 3 hours.
Religion, rather, it wasn't a cult. I ran a religion, and I got my my first godly decree penned to chill chat, so that was pretty dope.
I don't remember who pinned that. I have a feeling it was me, but probably not.
No, it was I think it was Bedhead that pinned it.
That's even better.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think it was Bedhead.
That makes total sense. But okay, so I felt like we got a pretty good picture of you on the pack. What do you like to do outside of it? Like, what's your IRL interests? Like, what do you like to do, or
like my hobbies, or
hobbies, job, if you're willing to share that? Just what do you like to do?
Well, I mean, as a hobby, I write and perform stand-up comedy.
Very cool.
Yeah, and I drink. Do drugs, I guess. I don't know. It's a mash. I usually I read more than everyone on the server would think. Like, if I tried, I could probably be pretty eloquent, but
I don't know. Some of the phrasings you put across are pretty great. You got some good wordplay.
Oh, thanks, bud. Thanks. You're making me blush.
So tell me, like, what are some of your favorite authors, if I might ask? Since you're saying you're pretty well read.
Authors. Now that's a tough one. Definitely George Orwell, and not to sound like edgy, because I know like all like the edgy like mid high school, like they just had to read like 1984 for the first time and everything, or like Animal Farm. They're like, oh, I really get what symbolism he was going for.
It's
and
so
like,
deep, bruh.
I'm a really big fan of science fiction, and 1984 was a fucking masterpiece of science fiction. Like, outside of the dystopian shit, you know, outside of all of the political ramblings that he shat out during his career, it was just really good science fiction. And yeah, so Orwell's one of them.
So, I've actually heard this about science fiction, is that it is the fiction of the possible, not exactly the impossible. Would you say that's pretty accurate in what you enjoy about science fiction?
Fuck no.
No, okay.
Fuck no, it's not the, I mean, there's a quote that goes alongside that that's like, what was it? Born too late to explore the Earth and too early to explore the stars. And that could go right alongside with what you said. The only difference being is whenever you correlate that to science fiction, it's no longer true. Because the universes, because like what we live in, and what what Star Wars is in and Star Trek is in, all those other, you know, big IPs, like they're all shrouded in this mysticism, this movie magic, if you will. Like half of the shit that happens in there could never happen.
Oh, I'm fully aware of stuff like Star Wars. I put that squarely in science fantasy.
So I don't think it's the non-fiction of the future or the fiction of the future.
Well,
I think maybe like the second we actually do have hoverboards that work without like the magnetized rail or whatever.
See, for me, the quote more, that doesn't exactly mean like, oh, this shit will literally be possible. It's more that it applies more to our current life than what appears on the surface. Stuff like Blade Runner and how it talks about what makes a human human, even though on paper it's about a dude hunting down androids for becoming deviant, basically, for developing memories. I believe more Blade Runner is a story about what it takes to be human and what, you know, do our memories make us people.
I mean, it's an elaboration on the human soul. Like, what gives something a soul? And if you look at I, Robot with Will Smith, Dr. Lanning from that actually talked in depth, or not in depth, but it was like it was in depth, because he said like a very small amount of things, but they were very, very interesting. Like, do robots dream? You know, and he'd always end it with, like, you're not asking the right question. And then Will Smith would go back to him, say something really, really cryptic that pertained to Sonny, or something Sonny said, you know, about Sonny having dreams. And it all, I'm pretty sure it all went back to this one writing. And there's this author, I can't quite remember his name. He wrote a book called, like, Stars and Skies, or something like that. It's from, like, the 50s or 40s or something like that.
So, like, old sci-fi.
Yeah, it was about, like, robots that developed souls and were, like, living amongst us, except they didn't look like other humans. You know, so it's not like the dudes in Blade Runner.
Oh yeah, because in Blade Runner they're pretty much everything but human, like in terms of like how they're made.
You had to identify them through like this.
It's called the Voight Comp test, because I goddamn love Blade Runner.
Yeah, there you go. And then in the second one, 2049, you could identify them based on the numbers underneath their right pupil or something like that.
Yeah, it was on their eye.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It's just some really interesting stuff. I kind of lost my train of thought there. I just started rambling.
You're talking about how, like, you were reading this book about robots with souls, but they didn't look like people.
Oh, okay, yeah. So like, I'm figuring out a way to try. Have you ever like wandered into a sentence, and like you're just like, oh, how do I get out of here? Like,
that happens on occasion. Usually when I'm tired or very hungry.
So there was this book, and it was written a long time ago, and now I'm just going to try and speed through it. So this book is talking about robots with souls, and there's this lady that fell in love with this male robot, and that male robot was feeling shitty because he couldn't give this woman a baby. So they stole a baby, and it was really great. It also had a lot of parallels with the movie Raising Arizona.
Hold up, I think I just saw that they made a vinyl record for the soundtrack for that movie somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good movie.
Hold up, I'm just gonna double check that real fast, because like I may be crazy. Is this it? No. No, okay, never mind. That's the soundtrack to A Quiet Place. Alright, never mind. False alarm. I'm sure I saw it, but I don't have the time to really dig into it.
It's all good. It's all good.
So you like reading, and from our chat we had earlier this week, we apparently both enjoy collecting vinyl.
Yeah, I love vinyl. Vinyl's a shit.
Like, I wonder what kind of setup do you have, and like you've told me some of your standouts here. Like, well, not here, but to me, why don't you go ahead and share some of your standouts to the people listening, because you actually had a really good story that I think people would enjoy about one of your records.
Oh, the fur record.
I believe so. Was the one you messaged dude about?
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me go and get it. I know you guys can't even see it.
Well, yeah, but the fact is, you can see it.
I'm gonna caress it. I'm gonna caress it as I talk about it, so I can get more energy.
So you can absorb its power, kind of like the aliens in Space Jam getting the power from the ball.
Oh, there you are, baby. Oh, your supple black ripples. Okay. All right, I'm done. I'm done touching it. All right, it was a bad day to wear basketball shorts. So basically, to kind of dumb down the story. So I was going through some rough times a year or two ago, and I messaged this band, and I didn't think that they'd fucking read it because it's a band. And, I feel like that's what like 12-year-old fangirls do. Like they go on like Instagram, and they're like, "Oh my God, you helped me through all my hard times. You guys are the best." Shit like that. Well, I was genuinely happy and thankful. So I decided to do just that. And I messaged them, said, "Hey, you helped me through a lot of hard times. I just bought your music on iTunes, all that good stuff." And they were like, "Whoa, dude. That's great. We're really, really happy that we could help you through that." The drummer said that he was going through a lot of the same things that I was going through, and they actually sent me a signed copy of their two best songs, in my opinion. It's a double-sided 7-inch.
Oh, so it's a single.
Yeah. So it's a single, and sorry, I don't really know the
term.
Yeah, but so I got this single vinyl, and it's signed by all of them. The actual vinyl itself, like the sleeve is signed, and then the second, because like it came with two discs. Like one of them was to play and listen to, and the other one is like a signed actual vinyl. So like I could
like a collector's item, like something you'd like get framed or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like you'd get it framed. Sorry if my phrasing was bad on that, but
all good. I'm sure people understand.
It's basically, it's pretty dope. Really enjoyed talking to the guy. He's a pretty great guy.
Now, what exactly is the name of this band, too? Because now I'm curious.
It's Fur. F-U-R, all caps.
So it's just that. I'm going to go ahead and pop this on Spotify, because after this, I can go ahead and play some of their songs on the radio. Hold up, what's Fur? And you got like a standout song by them?
Do you want to cry, or do you want to cry a lot?
Let's go with the regular cry.
Regular cry. Alright, well,
there's 3 songs by them on Spotify.
Try? There's a song called Trying.
Okay, cool. I got that pulled up. I'm going to add it to queue later on, but at least I have it nice and ready.
Alright, sounds good, man. Sounds good. Most of their shit's pretty sad, but like it's like upbeat, sad music.
Huh.
If that makes any sense. It's also really eclectic. So it sounds like it was made in like the 60s or some shit.
Now that's kind of the sound I can get behind, but I'll have to actually like listen to this to see if it's a sound that I can get behind. Because I actually used to have a playlist called Secret Sad, right? Where I'd put on songs with like really sad lyrics or kind of a sad vibe, but like on the surface sound happy.
I have a playlist like that, and my playlist is called "I'm Not Crying, You Are." I'm a grown ass man. Don't look at me.
With the fucking Goku with the mean face.
Like I just threw all of my insecurity at that moment into the title. I've actually shared it, I think, in the music channel.
I think you have, because that's the only reason why I have it on my followed playlists in Spotify.
Oh, it's not there anymore. Is it?
I can repost it. Here, I'll post.
No, it's not there. It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out later.
It's all
it's
good.
No biggie.
So you collect vinyl, you like drinking, you do stand up, you do a lot of reading. Is there anything else that you like to do? Like
your mom.
Oh shit!
Dude,
Is that
you knew it was coming. I told you I'd get you.
Is that why my door's always broken down at night?
Yeah.
Shit.
You know it.
God damn it.
It's funny how you don't wake up when I break down your door.
Well, I mean,
you know, I come and tuck you in.
I mean, I got earplugs in. I got like an eye thing over my eyes, so like I'm essentially deaf and blind.
You're like deep in sleep.
Yo,
I
yeah.
never even thought about that.
I'm basically dead.
God damn, man.
It's...
I've never actually slept with like that. Like I'm a pretty heavy sleeper. I'm actually kind of afraid of doing that because I don't think I'd wake up. Like I'm not saying I'd die. I'm just saying like if I had earmuffs and the eye coverings on, like I'd wake up 3 days later, like malnourished. Like I would have like pissed in my bed and shit. I don't know. Like,
well, the reason why I do it is I fall asleep like watching documentaries, but I don't want like the light from the TV to like keep me awake, even with my eyelids closed. So I'll put the sleep mask on, and then eventually, when I get tired of like listening to the documentary, I'll just have it as background noise and put in some earplugs like really loosely in there, so it's quiet, but I can still hear it. It's just an overly complicated setup, so I can get my goddamn 8 hours in. Or else I'm a cranky bitch the next day.
Yeah, I feel that. Like if I don't sleep enough, I'm kind of a dickhead. In fact, that's okay. So if haven't had enough sleep, and if I'm drunk, like those are the two times that I do my best as a Santana in hell. Like if someone gets sent to hell, like in the wee hours of the morning, like I'm talking the ass crack of dawn, whenever I'm first up, like. They're gone. They're fucking toasted.
Ooh, just destroyed, roasted in hell.
Exactly.
Somebody just posted in chat saying I should uncomplicate things and just turn down my TV so I can be at peak awareness when you break into my home.
No, that'll ruin all my fun.
I mean, yeah, I do turn down the TV a bit, but like sometimes if I just like need everything to like just shut up, I'll just jam some earplugs in. Well, I rarely use the earplugs to be honest. Though
you rarely use earplugs?
Well, yeah. Sometimes it really depends on how noisy my brother's being, because sometimes he'll just be playing like Fortnite at max volume and screaming the entire night.
Oh shit.
So sometimes I'll go in there and smack his ass, but
yeah, you should just take a fly swatter and just like beat his ass with it.
Oh, maybe I should get one of those like salt shotguns they make for flies and just pepper him with that every now and then.
Dude, I have one of those.
Do those actually work? Because I'm curious.
Yeah.
Are they actually pretty effective?
Yeah, no, the flies don't see it coming.
Well, yeah, it's a shotgun with salt.
Yeah. I mean, if it was like a rock salt, like an actual 12 gauge round with like rock salt in it, then they definitely wouldn't stand a chance. It's just like with this, the salt's traveling so slow that it doesn't kill them.
Yeah, it stuns them, and then you whap them.
It just stuns them. And I didn't know that for like the first like month that I used it. So I just got progressively more flies as like they stayed alive and like kept reproducing and shit.
You're like, man, what the hell? This is a ripoff.
Yeah, no, it was like Doom, but real life. And I just like had a shotgun, you know, like rolling through the house, like what the fuck? Where are they all coming from? Like, oh man! And like I finally read on the label, like as I went to the box to see if I was like doing it wrong.
See if you were just disabled.
Yeah, and it said this does not kill animals. And I was like, wait.
Then why did I buy this?
You sold me a gun that doesn't kill, and as a white male in the South, I was offended. Like,
what kind of non-lethal bullshit is this?
Yeah, like the vein in my forehead was popping out. And then I threw the salt shotgun to the side and went akimbo fly swatters and just like flew through my house like a fucking tornado of death.
Just weapon everything.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when you get the quad damage power up in Doom, and you have to go melee only.
No, I got the quad damage power up when I poured my grandma's ashes on my head.
It's doing war paint to kill these fucking flies.
Yeah, exactly.
Lend me your strength, Elder One.
Lend me your strength, Grams.
Oh goddamn. Oh, this has been a good chat. I appreciate this.
It's not over already, is it?
No, it's not over. We can still keep talking.
Oh, we're gonna keep this bitch going. This one's a marathon.
Oh God, I need more beer.
I need any beer. I'm out of everything.
Well, the one I just finished. Have you had anything by Deep Ellum Brewing?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so
I don't know if they sell it down here.
So when you come to Dallas, I'll have to get you like a variety pack of some of their stuff, because they have this one called Nito Bandito, which is like a Mexican lager, is what they're calling it, Mexican style lager. And then there's
they made lagers in Mexico.
That's what it says in the can.
And this isn't like a racist or an ethnic remark.
I mean,
like I legit thought that like they just had like Modelo and like Dos Equis.
No, hold up, it gets weirder because the fucking can says it's a Czech-inspired Mexican-style lager. The fuck is this?
What?
What am I drinking? It has luchador.
A tsunami of just shit that shouldn't go together.
Hold on, I'm gonna send you a picture of the can because it has this like really pissed off luchador on it, and I love it.
Oh, does it taste good though?
Oh, it tastes good. Like I enjoy it.
Have you ever had Hopadillo?
I have not. Though I'm sure I'd be able to find that around here.
IPAs?
I enjoy an IPA. I'm not very well versed, if I'm being honest.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not well versed at all. I'm just asking because a lot of people take like one sip of an IPA.
Oh, and it's like way too bitter.
And throw the bottle at your head for making you drink it or making them drink it.
Nah, I'm fine with it. But the only thing I haven't really enjoyed so far is like a stout. But that's actually no, I enjoyed a stout because it tasted kind of like coffee. It was like,
yeah, this is art right here, man.
I fucking told you, it's just this fucking luchador on the can.
Bandito.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then the other one they make is Dallas Blonde, and that's like my favorite one. It's real good.
Sounds hot.
What's
good.
Her
name?
Dallas Blonde. That's her name.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
Her parents must have had a sense of humor, I guess.
I mean, well, it's the Blonde family, and they live in like Cleveland, I guess, so they named her Dallas.
I know,
funny.
But Dallas is a dude's name.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking of Alexa, Texas. I was like, wait a minute. Where have I heard Dallas is?
New by Amazon. Alexa, Texas. It's just dirty talking on your Amazon Alexa.
What? I need this. Hold the fucking phone.
Right. That's my $1 million idea for the night.
Oh, it's not a real thing. It's something you just came up with? Man.
Yeah, no, I've never heard of that.
I've never been blue-balled harder in my entire life. I want my Alexa to dirty talk to me.
Alexa, Texas, man. Cop it now on your Amazon store.
Shit.
Brought to you by Chet Laserbeam and the Pack.
And the Pack.
And the Pack. The Pack Boys.
Chet Laserbeam and the Pack sounds like one of the weirdest like 80s synth bands.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, we only do covers of, what is it, Major Tom? Shit like that.
But you do it in different genres?
It's like a totally 80s soundtrack. You know those ones that you can buy, like, from infomercials? I don't know if you ever saw those. The infomercials usually come on right after the mesothelioma commercials.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Because watching, like, Adult Swim, and it would be like, mesothelioma. And then totally 80s soundtracks.
See, I grew up in a super small town with like limited access cable television, so we had like a whole channel just dedicated to that, trying to hawk like super cheap jewelry and like monkey piggy banks.
Did you ever watch Antiques Roadshow? With your grandparents?
I don't think I have, though. I've seen episodes when I was getting my teeth cleaned at the dentist.
Oh, well, wow. That's like a depressing ass thing to watch on your
It's either that or HD TV, because I'm too much of a bitch to say like, change it to something else. Just like, I don't fucking care.
They have like all these like Spanish channels at the dentist that I go to. So like you're reclined and watching something, but it's not in the language you speak, and like you're high on Novocaine. You start to understand it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, that's how it works.
like, they're like esperamos. And they like they just like start going on about something, speaking Spanish super fast,
And you just
like,
fucking
just
vibe with
like,
it.
Yeah, you're just vibing. That's all you're doing. Like
You don't
you're
understand it, but
basically
you
just
feel
standing
it.
in the room and not contributing. That's all you're doing.
See, that's me, because sometimes what I'll do is if I forget my phone, or if like my phone's out of battery, I'll just put on the radio. But because I don't have like any radio stations I like to listen to in Dallas, I'll just put on whatever Spanish radio station is there, and I'm just like, all right, this is good. It's very upbeat. Says the word corazon like every five words, so I know they're talking about love. It's all good. Oh god.
Yeah, I mean it sounds fun.
It's just kind of the default radio station. That or the Bollywood one we got here. It's like super far away.
Bollywood?
We have a fucking Bollywood station in Dallas, bro.
Dude, all we have in Austin is like 18 different country stations, 300 Spanish stations, and then like 93.7 Rock FM. Like, that's all we have.
That ain't so bad.
No, it's not that bad. The rock station's dope. In fact, the guy that DJs during the weekends on the rock station, it sounds exactly like GTA 5 radio. You know the talk shows? Like, he's so stupid. Like, he just talks about the dumbest shit.
Oh, that's just living the life, man. Like getting paid
Yeah.
to like shit post on air.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that-
that's all he does. Like, he prank calls people.
That's just
Fucking
classic.
hilarious. And like people will give like like someone's coming for you because like you didn't pay your rent. They're gonna like repossess your car or some
Oh
shit.
shit.
So like they give the number and address of that place, of the radio station, and like, they'll like confront them.
Oh, so it's just like,
Pretty
man, why are you bullying this dude? Like, why the hell are you up this guy's ass?
No,
Not like
they'll
that?
pretend to be them.
Oh,
Like,
oh.
on the phone, they'll be like, "Is this Jake Smeldernson?" And the host will be like, yeah, how can I help you today?" And then they'll just go back and forth, and like they'll just go and go and go until finally they realize this dude's fucking with them on air.
Like, oh, just public embarrassment.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, God. Oh man,
Why are you wrong?
because I've had a long ass day, man. I was at work
What'd
from
you do
like
today, man?
what?
What'd you do today?
Worked from like 9 to 5, and then my 40-minute commute home turned into an 80-minute commute because it was just downpouring here, and I couldn't take the highway because it's full of jackasses that don't know how to drive in the rain. So I took the extra long way home, in addition to taking it slow because it was rainy.
God, man.
It was ass, but hey, I'm here. I'm just chilling. Life's good.
All right.
Life is good right now. It was tiring. Oh, but
Well,
man,
I'm glad you made it through alive, man.
yeah. But the jams you chose for this really chill. I'm digging this. Like
I
we're
can't hear it.
well, I know you can't hear them. I'm playing them for everybody on here, but we're minute
What
20.
song are we on? What's playing?
It's minute 20 of the Solitude tape you popped in the chat.
Oh, ginseng?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm
that
digging
shit
this.
slaps.
You said it's glass? Like
You
it's
know, I
smooth?
said that shit slaps.
Oh, slaps! Oh man,
That shit slaps.
we're
It's
both
good.
deaf.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I mean, glass would make a sort of sense. Like it's smooth, it's clean. Which, yeah,
I'm gonna start saying that now. Actually, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's glass.
it's glass, bro.
That's glass, baby. It also sounds like you're talking about drugs.
Getting some crystal along with it. I mean, I doubt you'd be listening to this if you're on crystal. From what I understand of it, seems like that'd get you more.
It's kind of juxtapositional, yeah. Like you're like all ramped up the crack, and then something this like nice, this calming is playing in the background,
That's like something out of like a really art house movie. Like
or like a horror movie.
yeah, I can see that too. I was just thinking more art house.
And it's playing like the chillest music you can possibly ever imagine.
I mean, I can
It's
get
like
behind
the-
that.
Did you ever watch, or did you ever play Team Fortress 2?
Oh goddamn! Yes, I did. I love
Yeah,
Team
you
Fortress
remember
2.
the Meet the Pyro episode that they put it on YouTube?
Yeah. Oh, that was great.
It'd
Do
be
you
like
believe
that.
in magic?
Yeah, dude, I love that song.
It's good. It's real
And
good.
the first time I saw that, I was blown away by it. They did such a good job marketing that game.
They really did, man. Like, it, for all intents and purposes now, it's not dead, but it has seen some die-off recently. But it's still good. The marketing still holds up after, like, what, 10 years? Since, like, the first Meet the Heavy skit dropped? Like,
Oh, fuck no, dude. It's been longer than that. It came out in 2006?
well, the game released 2007. Meet the Heavy, I think, released 08 or 09.
Oh, I thought it came out in 2006.
Might have been, well, it might have been 2006. I'm pretty sure it's 2007, though, because I think that's when, maybe I'm just thinking of when the Orange Box released. That's probably what I'm thinking of, because I think I got the Orange Box 09.
Oh, no. Team Fortress 2, October 10th, 2007. I'm
Nice.
just an idiot.
Okay, yeah. It was because, like, 2007 was a good-ass fucking year in games, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think New Vegas, or Fallout 3, I'm not sure.
I think it was Fallout 3 was 08. I think New Vegas was...
Well, New Vegas had to have been 2010. Yeah, 2010.
Okay, because I thought I was going to say 2011, which New Vegas, by the way, is real fucking good.
Yeah, that's probably one of my most played games.
Agreed. I've played through it about 3 or 4 times now.
Mm-hmm.
And-
Just going through a list of games from 2007 that came out. This was a fucking year, dude.
I told
Super
you.
Mario Galaxy.
Yep.
BioShock.
Yep.
Portal.
Yep.
Crisis. The first Crisis was pretty dope.
I haven't played that one.
Crisis 2 blew ass, but the first Crisis. Mass Effect 1 came out. Forza Motorsport 2, which was one of the ones that I used to play with my friends a lot as a youngin'. The first Assassin's Creed.
God damn. That's stacked.
Wild. Yeah, absolutely stacked. Tony Hawk's Proving Grounds.
Oh.
Battle Stations Midway.
Now this is where you're starting to lose me.
Tomb Raider Anniversary. Company of Heroes. Command and Conquer 3. Hellgate London.
What the fuck's Hellgate London? What is...
I switched from best games of 2017 to most obscure.
Most of... Oh, okay, I have to say, because like, I definitely haven't heard of Hellgate London.
It's actually pretty dope. I've actually heard of that one.
Oh shit, someone in chat has actually played Hellgate London.
Yeah,
Maybe it's not as
pretty
obscure as I thought.
It's like I don't want to say it's like Doom, but it's kind of like Doom, like but
Well,
based on
with the name Hellgate, I would imagine so.
Yeah, I mean thematically it would be close if it's named Hellgate, but like just the aesthetics and stuff, it's kind of close. It's pretty dope.
Here, let me look at some screenshots of that while we're talking about games in general. So what would you say are like your top 5 games of all time?
Well, number one, and
Nope.
not a lot of people are gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about when I talk about this game, but it's EVE Online.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I haven't played it, but I've heard many things about this.
Yeah, so I've been playing that game for like years. Like, I've been a fucking asshole on the internet with spaceships since I was like 13. And shit. Like, and I'm 21 now, so it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute.
Nigh on a decade.
Yeah, and I don't even really play anymore because like no one will accept me into their corporation because I'm a known spy now. Like there was an article written about my character. Like
such a known spy.
I stole one of the largest amounts anyone's ever stolen from a corporation
Oh shit.
in the game, and like I did that whenever I was like 17. Like,
So you're such a super spy in this game. You have a dossier on you.
Yeah. Basically, I'm on a kill on sight list for 90% of all of the.
That's great.
So like I can't leave the space station with all the shit that I stole, but I did steal it.
I'm just trying to think of what that would look like in real life. You just got all this shit, and then now you're just like a horde.
Yeah, I'm just chilling in a space station, and people are waiting outside trying
Just
to
like, where the
come in.
fuck is this guy? We gotta murder him and just get back our shit that he stole
I'm just 4
4 years
into,
ago.
like, this pile of gold like Scrooge McDuck with like the door bolted shut and everybody in the universe on the other side. That's basically what it is.
This is why I like talking to you. You always have some kind of story, and it's just nothing I ever expect. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, what good are you if you can't make someone else laugh?
See, that's a good philosophy to live by.
Yeah. I mean, it's an easy one, that's for sure. It gets me out of doing work. Like, God forbid my philosophy was like, what are you without 8 hours of hard manual labor? Fuck that. I'd rather just make people laugh, man.
And you're doing stand-up too, so like hopefully that goes somewhere where you can actually like make money and stuff off of it too. Because like I heard that's like a super hard like I don't think industry is the right word to look for, but it's the first closest one I can think of.
Absolute dick. It sucks absolute dick. Like trying to get any kind of notoriety. It's like you start out doing open mics. And at open mics, you get 5 minutes. And 5 minutes is not enough time.
That's brutal.
Yeah. So like no one knows your name. Like, and they'll mispronounce your name every time. Because like the person that's announcing doesn't know you. And my last name is like, it's not even hard. It's 5 letters. But like they don't know whether to like make the I that's in the middle of it like an I or an I or a E. So like they pronounce everything all wrong. One time I was called like my first name and then Lemon.
Lemon?
They just completely mispronounced my fucking first name.
Oh man, no, I feel that because my last name's super easy, but my stepfamily's last name is real fucking bad. And
shit.
I can't
even. Stephanopoulos or?
Oh, it's super Italian, and from actually like we did some research. If you have this last name, you are related to my stepfamily, so I can't even say it without being like instantly doxxed.
Oh shit.
So it's.
Yeah. Wait, DM it to me real quick. I won't say it. I'm
okay.
just gonna look.
Okay. It's trust me, it gets butchered. I fucking told you, man.
That name!
I fucking told you! I'm gonna delete it real quick for safety and stuff, but like, you get what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly right! Like,
oh man.
Oh, I play it up myself too, just to like, if I'm like telling people about my step family, like, just like memeing on them. It's like, yeah, no, this is my. And, oh, the worst fucking part of it though is I had this big ass thermos that I would use to like chug coffee around campus, and it had my stepdad's last name on it. So people thought I was being like this racist asshole.
It was a joke?
Yeah, they thought it was a joke. They thought I had a torpedo with an expletive on it. I'm like, no, man, it's just my family name. Don't be an asshole.
Everyone in your step family got bullied over that.
Oh, you fucking know it. And the worst part,
whether they admit it or not, there was at least one time where someone just like looked over at them in school and just said it.
And let me just fucking send you our old Wi-Fi name real fast, because that was our old Wi-Fi name, and my dad didn't see what was wrong with it at all. Like, he was like, yeah, it's just both of our last names put together. What's so bad about that? And I DM'd it to you. Like, are you fucking serious? What's wrong with this?
That's beautiful. You don't have to delete that. I mean, I'm not gonna
it's all good.
Here, I'll delete mine too, just in case this
in case someone hacks our DMs.
Oh, man.
But for real, it's just like... And the worst part is my 2 half-brothers got shafted with that last name, too.
And you have to use the word shaft, didn't you? God damn it. I'm giving the viewers hints to what it is.
Yeah,
subtly. All right.
Oh,
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Well, I mean, I'll say it like this. It has a slur against homosexuals in it.
Oh, well, you gave it away. Like,
oh, they're not going to guess the full thing from that. They get the first 3 letters.
Enough stupid guesses and they're gonna guess that name.
No, definitely not that. Trust me. Oh my god. No, it's a fun time. I bully my brothers all the time over it. And it doesn't help that they're little manlets and they're Well, one of them trying to get ripped.
Are they like full-grown manlets, or they're just like not grown yet?
Well, one of them's not grown yet. One of them's 18, so he's pretty much full grown. And he's
He's 18, and how tall?
He's a full foot shorter than me, I think. No, he's like 6 inches. He's like 5'6". So not like manlet, but still.
No, that's definitely manlet. That's manlet for sure.
The best part is that he's like trying to get buff.
He's 5'6" and a foot shorter than you?
No, not a foot.
You're 6'6"?
No. I was grossly overestimating the difference. I'm just 6.
Okay.
I'm 6 even. But
Oh, we're the same height. How neat is that?
Hell yeah, we should kiss. Perfect height. That was
all
weird.
right. It's been great being on the podcast. I'll talk to you later.
You ain't leaving. You're the co-host.
Oh, god damn it.
You roped yourself into this, bitch.
Oh, Jesus. Now he's talking about rope. That leads to BDSM. That leads to butt stuff. I don't want it, man.
See, you're the one taking it there. I was just like, hey, I likes you, and I want you.
Please. Oh, man. Interview me some more. Ask me a question.
I'm trying to think of what else to ask you. Fucking. Oh, hold up. We got a question coming in.
Oh, God. Who's it from?
It's from Batty. She knows my real name. Because I mentioned my stepdad's family. My stepdad's last name on there. Batty, don't dox me, please. It's bad.
Please, Batty, do not dox.
Do not dox.
This is bad.
I'm just trying to think of what else to ask, because you even shilled something earlier, which is like on my usual like list of fallback questions, like what do you want to shill, and you shilled fucking specs, which is great.
Oh yeah, I mean I could shill shit all day.
Yeah, fucking why not just say some shit you want to get a shout out to.
Do an ad train right now, like
do it
like a advertisement break.
You're the newsman. Do it.
Oh fuck yeah! Hold on, let me think about it. Chicken Express. Cholesterol too low. Carbs too low. Blood sugar too low. Come here. Come to Chicken Express. We'll hug you. It'll be a deep fried hug. It'll be a Texas hug.
And Chicken Express, good shit. Yeah. I will agree.
I mean, their tea's fucking delicious, but I don't know, all their food like leaves this thin film of grease at the top of your mouth.
I mean, I don't mind it. Just wash it down.
I don't mind it either. I was just warning everyone who may or may not go and experience that chicken. That Pollo Deluxe.
Do they even have Chicken Express like outside of it, like outside of Texas?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it goes all the way to like Louisiana and stuff, like across Arkansas.
Ah, okay.
I think I even saw one in New Mexico whenever I was over there.
So just the South.
Yeah. I don't think it would fare well in the North.
I mean, that makes sense because it's a very.
Well, they're too damn picky.
Well. Yeah, because I grew up in Ohio and fucking all they really had was like bratwurst and fish. But I also like grew up right on the lake. Okay. I was about to say that bitch is landlocked. How? Ohio is not fucking landlocked.
Ohio's not landlocked?
It has Lake Erie.
Nebraska.
It has Lake Erie right to the north of it.
Oh, Lake Erie doesn't count.
It's not landlocked.
Wait, what the fuck? It's in the north?
Yes. Where the fuck?
I thought Ohio was right next to Nebraska. I thought it was like in the tornado belt.
Are you thinking of Idaho?
No, Idaho's not even there either. Idaho's like up there, next to like Montana.
Where the fuck did you think? Why would Ohio be right next to Nebraska?
Yeah, no, Idaho's next to Washington and Oregon. I was thinking Ohio is where Kansas was, and I was thinking Colorado was... Okay, I know what I did wrong. I got Ohio and Oklahoma mixed up.
The fuck? Bro, that is right above Texas!
Yeah, but no one ever goes to Oklahoma. It's a shithole.
I mean, I went there once for, like, camping, but that's it.
And how great was it?
It was alright.
It was a shithole, wasn't it?
Oh, we stayed in, like, a cabin, so it wasn't, like, an actual...
Okay. So what you're trying to say is it's the armpit of the United States.
Oh, no, there's worse places.
Like what?
Mostly Ohio.
Yeah, no, I can see
Dude,
that.
the only things Ohio have has are corn, crippling depression, and astronauts because it's just so bad that people want to leave the fucking planet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's
what area do you live in of Ohio?
I
do you
lived
live in
in-
Home,
lived
Knox,
lived in the
Licking?
what the fuck are you going on about?
These are all the counties. I'm looking at the county area.
It was Erie County because I lived on Lake Erie.
Oh, right above Huron and next to Sandusky.
Actually, you mentioned it. I lived in Sandusky.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, that place is the dopest fucking amusement park on the planet, Cedar
You guys
Point.
have really weird names for your counties, man.
I mean, I guess. I think the weirdest one's Cuyahoga County.
No, I think the weirdest one is Musk and Gum.
Muskingum County.
Muskingum County.
You know, I didn't live there long enough to like really pay attention to the geography, but that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just... It's funky. Dude, I'm trying to look at the Texas county map, but it's too goddamn tiny to read. 'Cause there's so many. Hold on.
Well, yeah, it's a big fucking state.
No, it's not a state, it's a country, okay?
I mean, it was at one point.
No, it still is. We still have the right to get out of this at any time.
I don't think that's accurate, but I do think there's a
No,
clause.
It definitely is. It definitely is. There's a clause specifically made for Texas.
I could have sworn there was a clause made that we were allowed to break into 4 separate states at any time.
No,
Just
no, we can break off from the United States at any time, and that's because we were at once, like, our own country. We had secularized ourselves. I don't even think that's a word. I think I just made something up. We'd made ourselves our own entity, and because we became part of the United States after that. Also, Hawaii can do the same thing because they were originally their own entity with like a impromptu monarchy.
that would make some sort of sense, thinking about it historically. I'd never heard of that one before.
Yeah.
Oh, since we're on the topic of state facts, and since I was ragging on Ohio, turns out it's so not notable that it didn't actually become a state until 1950 because of an oversight from Congress. So it was like,
Sounds about right.
so I think it joined the Union in 1803, and it wasn't noticed until about 150 years later that it's like, ah, shit, we forgot to make this thing officially a state.
Like, they just go back into the storage room, and it's the skeleton of the dude that took in the paperwork originally. Like, they just
Yeah, just
hadn't hired anyone new or cleaned out the office.
something like that, yeah. It was like, ah, shit, we forgot to bury old Poppin' Fresh. I don't know why I went to that one.
You named him Poppin' Fresh?
Yeah, why not? He's popping in fresh paperwork, bro.
Dude, oh my god. That was a great joke.
That was not. That was like
that was-
D-list
that was
material.
breathtaking. That was earth-shattering. God tier.
Some cock rocking shit we got going here.
Cock rock. Yeah, man. Fucking rocking the cock.
Oh. Alright, I think I got one more interview question for you before we move into the Q&A and start wrapping this up a bit.
Oh, what the fuck? You
Yeah.
trying to get rid of me, dude?
Nah, I'll be seeing you next week when you do your fucking news bit again. I'll be seeing you every week thanks to this. Like I said, you're the goddamn
Okay.
co-host.
Okay.
But, with...
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
since we were talking books earlier, and since we're also talking sci-fi, I'll leave it up to you whether we do top 5 books, top 5 movies, or just top 5 sci-fi works in general.
Top 5 movies.
Top 5 movies. Hit me.
Oh, wait, are we staying with sci-fi?
No, we'd have to stay with sci-fi.
Let's stay with sci-fi.
Okay, top 5 sci-fi movies.
Top 5 sci-fi movies?
Yeah, let's do it.
You first.
Alright,
Or do you want to go back and forth? Just go number one, then number two.
let's do number 1, number 2, number 2. And I usually won't go in any particular order, but let me go ahead and pull up my IMDb playlist real quick.
You have a playlist
Well,
on IMDb?
Not a playlist, but like, I'm a fucking neurotic nerd, and I have to like catalog everything I've ever seen. So like, I just went nuts one day and cataloged like every movie I've ever seen into IMDb, like every single one, and it's great because now I can like, did I see that movie? Oh yeah, I did. Don't remember I don't remember a single thing about it, but I've seen it. And I did the same thing with books and games. So, well, I still got you on the... Oh, Chet, I think you've muted yourself.
Hey, I will be back in just a moment. Is that all right?
Yeah, man. I'll go ahead and I'll pause the stream again.
All right, thank you.
Be back. All right, so we're talking favorite sci-fi movies, top 5 in no particular order. Since I asked the question, I'll start real quick. I'm just going down my list alphabetically, and one of the first ones I saw was Ghost in the Shell, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I gotta mention that one.
That was the first sci-fi movie you've ever seen?
No, not the first one I've ever seen. I did this list alphabetically.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah,
I thought you meant like that was one of the first sci-fi movies you ever saw.
No!
Well, it's like you just started, huh? Like
just like, boom! Jumping into the good shit. Yeah, I watched it for the first time a couple years back, and I love it for whatever reason. It's not the most fast-paced movie, but some of the stuff they bring out about humanity and again, I guess that's the shit that I like. It's good. Like it's just very moody and atmospheric.
Did you like the animated one better, or did you prefer the one with what's her face?
Oh no, I only ever watched the animated one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The newer one was all right.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's like I heard it doesn't hold a candle to the animated one.
Shit from like all the animated movies.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Threw it into the main one. Yeah, I mean it was decent. It was something to go and watch. If you hadn't seen the anime and you went and like you saw it, it was dope. That's all I can really say. There's nothing really to write home about.
Yeah. Alright, your go.
But it was good. Oh, my turn. First one off the dome. The Last Starfighter.
I've heard about that one. I don't remember the premise.
It is one of the most campy 80s sci-fi movies you'll ever see.
Oh, wait, that's the one where the dude gets recruited into like a space brigade because he's really good at video games, right?
Space Defense League. Yeah, by playing an arcade game next to a gas station. Yeah, it's fucking amazing. It really like bridged the gap because like sci-fi was actually falling off until that movie came out, like before it. Like so, that movie came out. And then once people saw that it was a roaring success, 2 years later, Alien came out, and then like it just kind of snowballed. And like 30 years later, we're still getting movies like Elysium with Matt Damon, and like all this extra stuff. So I like to think that because it made that younger audience of the 80s enjoy sci-fi, I think that actually perpetuated the genre.
See, that's how you perpetuate a genre anyways, get the youngins interested in it, because those are going to be the ones that are creating in the future, and they will take from their childhood experiences and their experiences with media and just remix it into something new.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, that's my first one. Like I said, it was campy as hell, but like the acting, it was good, for like an 80s movie. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's sure as hell better, like, it's... Actually, no, I almost said a very controversial thing. I almost said it was better acting than Escape from LA and Escape from New York.
Those are ones I need to watch, too, because of just fucking...
Oh, dude, if you haven't seen them, that's amazing. In fact, the main character from those is who Snake from, like, Solid Snake is based off of.
Yeah, Snake Plissken.
Yeah, Snake Plissken. And, like, he'd say, like, someone would come up to him and be like, are you Snake? And he said, call me Plissken. And then, like, if someone came up and said, Plissken, he'd say, call me Snake. Hilarious. Like, I don't know. I actually, I did that for like a solid like month after I saw that movie. I just did it to people at work.
That's great. Alright. So for my number 2, it's going to be a double feature with Alien and Aliens. Just because you brought it up. Just because, like...
Why didn't you like the third one?
I actually haven't seen the third one yet. I haven't.
A lot of people are like militantly against the third one, but it's on par with the other two. Like they're fucking fantastic movies. In fact, the first R-rated movie I ever saw was the first Aliens movie, and I watched it with my dad on VHS. And
good shit.
And that was like my mom like went out of town with like a bunch of her friends, like on like a cruise, like a ladies' cruise or some shit. And yeah. Got to watch like all the R-rated movies while she was out of town.
Well, Mom's away. We're gonna watch all the good shit, son. You're gonna get cultured.
Like most of the time, whenever we were home, like he'd get home from work, and like I'd be like, "What's up, Dad? How's it going? How's work? What's up, buddy? Like, let's go in the living room and watch some shit with your mother. Let's hang out." and we go in there, and it would just be cooking shows from like
Like, oh, this is
3
lame.
o'clock in the afternoon until everybody fell asleep.
Oh, and honorary mention to my number 2 spot is Blade Runner, because we already talked at length about that one, so it'd be a bit of a cop-out to include that again. I consider that my number 0 pick.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I don't know. You can include that one.
Eh.
That was probably going to be one of mine.
I'm just trying to get wider exposure to some other stuff, at least stuff that wasn't covered here already.
Perfectly fun.
All right, man. What's your number 2?
Oh, Gattaca.
See, that one's another one I need to go back and rewatch, because it was playing during one of my high school classes, but I wasn't paying much attention to it.
Oh, dude, watch it. The first time I ever watched it, I was still in high school, and my high school didn't show movies like at all. They hated us. We were just like gutter snipes that they fucking hated. Anyway, I watched it. I was just like, I torrented it like on a Saturday night, and I had nothing to do. And I don't know. I just watched it, and I like wept at the end. Like, I like legit burst into tears. Have you seen the end of it?
Like I said, I wasn't paying much attention at all. I know the premise has something to do with like messing around with genes, but that's about it.
Oh, okay. So basically, like, while you're in utero, they alter your genes so that you come out any way that your parents want you to.
Okay,
so like you have like
designer babies.
Yeah, designer babies, and like these babies grow up, and now you have a society of like people that weren't like just born normally. Those people that were born normally are like a lower class. And then the people that were designed and the people that came out perfect were upper class. And basically, this one guy wants to go to space. He wants to be an astronaut, right? And he's damn good at his job. Like, he's super fucking smart. But he can't because they won't allow people that have any kind of health risks. Like, he has, like a predisposition to heart disease. Like
I'm starting to remember some of this.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, it's got a lot of. Oh fuck! I don't know how to explain it, man. No, okay, so Jude Law and Ethan Hawke are the 2 main characters. Ethan Hawke is the guy that wants to go to space. Jude Law is the guy that loans him his genetic material so that he can slide by as one of the genetically superior new people.
Please don't ever put genetic material and slide by in the same sentence again. Like, please.
At least I didn't say slide in
Yeah.
or like eat.
But yeah, I think I remember that scene as well, because I'm starting to get vague recollections of it. Isn't he like trying to apply for a job, but he's like kind of like a.
Well, like he gets on as a janitor at the place, like in the first like 15 minutes. So the first 15 minutes is like the exposition. So like it's just telling you what's going on. Like it shows them as kids, his brother being better than him at everything. You know, all that good, juicy growing up shit. And then it slides into him as a young adult and only being able to work as a janitor. Then it goes to him contacting, I don't even know. It doesn't really say that they were like black market or anything, but it's implied because if this was commonplace, then no one would be, you know.
Wouldn't no be trying to do it on the DL.
Class.
Yeah.
If everyone could fake it, then everyone would be upper class. But, yeah. So he does that, and then he goes there, and then all this shit happens. There's an investigation because they think that one of the people in his department is of the lower class, and it just goes on and on and on until the very, very end. And I want to say it's a good ending, but I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. And the ending is it can't be said that it was good or bad because it really falls. It's kind of neutral.
So to put it as a very strong chat suggestion to watch Gattaca.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Gattaca's the shit. I definitely recommend that. In fact, it probably should have been my top one. I kind of chose The Last Starfighter because I watched that one the most recently, and because I do love it, you know. But Gattaca, as far as like deep shit, it's up there. Like, it's really, really good. I'm not saying it's on par with Space Odyssey 2001 or anything, but it's pretty dope.
That's why I just said in no particular order for me, because I'm just scrolling through my IMDb, just trying to see what I've seen.
Okay. All right. Well, that works.
Yeah. So I guess that takes us to my number 3, which this is another one I just saw on my list recently, and I would have to say it is District 9. District 9 is
Oh shit!
super
You fucking
good.
clown.
Exactly! It is just such a good allegory, and I fucking just love the aesthetics of it just being so grimy and it's good.
I kind of hated it whenever I first saw it, but I watched it again like a year later, and I fucking loved it. And there were talks that there was going to be a sequel, like when the aliens came back.
I think I've heard about that actually.
Yeah, like they were talking about it in like 2015 or some shit like that, and I actually haven't looked it up. I'm actually doing it right now.
Could have sworn they got like rolled into another movie though. Like that.
District 9 sequel. There we go. Had a brain fart there for a second. And I spelled sequel wrong. 14 hours ago, District 9 director to helm new cop. No, I don't give a shit.
Oh, you don't care about like what he's currently doing.
Yeah, no, I don't care about the director. I care about the franchise. Because the first director, although he was good, they could definitely get a better one.
Speaking of weird directors, I'm just now remembering this. It turns out that the director of Mad Max Fury Road also did Happy Feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the weirdest fucking thing. And those are like the only two things he's done too. Isn't done anything else besides Mad Max and Happy Feet.
Oh, he did a damn good job.
Oh, he did a damn good job in both, in my opinion. Happy Feet's debatable, but I was like, man, all right.
Wait, who the fuck doesn't like Happy Feet?
I mean, I enjoy it. It's just like it's not my exact cup of tea. It was more my brother's
Well, I
six
mean,
seasons.
obviously, I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it. Like, if I had a kid, God forbid I had a kid, but if I had a kid, that's probably one of the movies I'd let it watch. You know,
Not him or her, just it.
like I don't know. I don't want to personify it and jinx myself into getting someone pregnant.
Ugh.
Because like I don't know. I would not be a good dad. I don't think so. I'm kind of an asshole. But like, people think it's like a good asshole, you know?
You're the
Like
enjoyable kind of asshole.
that doesn't smell, you know?
Ugh.
Like as like a euphemism.
As a
like
metaphor.
an asshole that doesn't smell.
You are
Yeah.
a squeaky clean butthole.
Squeaky clean asshole, man.
Okay, I got my last two queued up. I just gotta remember these. But yeah, District 9. Like, I'm really hoping they do something with the franchise eventually. But like, it'd be what it'd be. Like the first one stands up on its own.
Yeah, I mean it's good, and like it leaves you open to your own interpretation of what might happen afterwards.
Which I enjoy in a movie. Like,
Yeah, I mean it's always good. A lot of Tarantino films are like that.
I need to watch more of
You know,
him
like
too.
it doesn't necessarily let you know what happens afterwards. You know, it just leaves you to your own imagination.
I think it just breathes more life into the world of the movie itself too. It's not like artificial, like this is the beginning and end. It's just like, all right, this is just a scene from this world, which I can enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, I actually have a bad habit of forcing that onto like book series. So there's this book series that I really, really loved, like a long time ago. I forget what it was called, but it was fan-fucking-tastic. I was like in middle school. And I got like super pissed whenever like I finished a book and it seemed like it had too much closure. And then like I went online at like the public library and apparently like the series was over. Like I just finished reading the last book and like I thought nothing of it. So,
and then you're like, no, it can't be over. No.
Yeah, no, it just like it pissed me off. Like if there's a book series that I really, really love, like now, like I don't finish it. I
So you just want it to be open
stop
forever.
One book short of the end. Like I don't know. Commitment problems. There we go.
You don't want anything to be final.
Exactly. I don't want anything to be final.
Well, let's get closer to finishing this list. How about you pop in your number? What are we on? 3?
The Iron Giant.
Ah, dude, yes! I passed right past that. I didn't quite think of it as sci-fi, but yeah, that does count.
It's definitely science fiction, man.
It's big ass fucking robot.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. What's your next one?
Next one would be another double bill because they work really well together. Is both the original and newest Toho Godzilla movies.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like the very first Godzilla is very much a product of its time, but it still has a very strong message about being anti-nuclear weapons. And the newest one updates that to being a harsh indictment of Japanese bureaucracy in the face of disaster. And both are really, really well done. The newest one caught some flack from like fans who just like expected it to be just a giant monster fight, but if you like ambiguous endings, holy shit, you gotta watch the newest one.
Really?
Oh, there is some dope shit that goes down at the very end of it. Like, it feels final, but it's just like the very, very last shot, like, you know it's not over. And I guess a good thing for you, bad thing for me, is that they're not going to make a sequel, so they're not going to tie it up.
Well, you know.
So you just, it leaves it up to the it leaves it up to the imagination. But alright. Number 4 for you.
Oh, number 4, Ex Machina.
That's another one I need to watch. There's a lot of shit that I need to watch.
Yeah. I mean, I could hook you up with like a list of really, really good ones.
Please do, but just know it's going to take me a century to get to it.
Oh no, like I won't expect any turnaround. I'm just going to give you a list. But it's the Ex Machina that was made in 2014, not the there was like an animated one made in like the early 2000s.
Really?
It's not good. It doesn't follow the same plot either. I'm just clearing it up so like if someone listens to this, they don't go and watch the wrong one.
I guess if people go snooping or something.
What was that?
I said if people go snooping, they don't find the wrong thing.
Yeah, exactly. I was just trying to clear it up for him.
What's the basic premise of that one?
Basically, this really, really nerdy, dare I say, beta dude that works at this like programming company gets like called in. Like he wins like the not the lottery, but like the in-office lottery to go and spend time with the CEO of the company.
Ah, okay.
And he goes there and he gets to participate in trials with an AI. Like he starts off by doing basic Turing test stuff. And basically, the entire premise of the movie is machine learning, and that's where I'm gonna leave it because, like, if anyone does go and watch that movie, I don't want to spoil anything for it because it has one of the wildest twist endings you will ever hear or ever see, rather.
I can get behind that. All right. So my last one, and honestly, I'm surprised I didn't push this one towards the beginning, is The Thing by John Carpenter.
Oh, fuck, I was gonna say that one next. I love that movie.
It's so good. It is just real fucking good. Like, I know, I mean, I've gushed about it before on episode 0 with Bedhead, but
yeah,
like, it's just one of the best made horror movies of all time. It's so well paced. The creature design's fantastic. Like, everything about it is just handcrafted to, like, perfection for me, and I just cannot get enough of it.
Well, hell yeah.
Like, I must have seen it about 5 or 6 times now. Like, and I've only seen it for the first time about a year and a half back. Like, I just cannot stop watching this movie.
Well, I mean, I've seen it more times than I can count. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I feel like it's just the overall aesthetics, like, and the camera work that like I can't get enough of. Like, like if you just like take a second to like admire those things, like the camera work on its own is bar none some of the best camera work I've seen in a movie. You know, just because like they didn't have full on CGI.
Yeah, it was like all practical.
So they had to rely on like some edge of your seat camera tactics to like get you more scared, as opposed to making some shit jump out of the shadows that looks demonic, you know. And
the best part of it being so practical is like a lot of it was there on the set. Like, it has an actual prop to it, which, you know, CG can be good, but more often than not, just do it practical, man, because it just looks so much better on camera because something is actually there. Like, it gives an actual weight to it.
Exactly. And I believe they started doing that. Instead of putting CGI into someone next to a green screen, they started putting like green objects in their hands. Yeah,
because there's that one picture from Guardians of the Galaxy that got memed where it's Drax's actor just petting a dude that's like in a green screen outfit, like the very end of the movie. It's like like they just CG'd Rocket in there, but you know, gives a little bit of weight to it.
Yeah. It also helps with, I believe it helps with choreographing like the actual movement.
Oh yeah.
Creature. In fact, they did that with Smeagol in Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
If we went with fantasy, Lord of the Rings would have been like my top pick. I've got a white tree of Gondor tattooed on my back.
See, I just need to get into Lord of the Rings. Fantasy has just never quite been my thing, but I mean, more than enough people have recommended it to me.
If you just watch the movies, just the movies on their own, watch like the extended, ultra ridiculous edition. Because like all those extra scenes actually make everything make more sense.
Yeah, I just know they're hella long.
They cut them out because every movie was like 3.5 to 4 hours.
Yeah,
so they had to cut it down.
I'm gonna have to just take a day and watch them.
Yeah, I mean it's great, and in fact, if you like have a bunch of friends you want to invite over, just like tell them like, hey, bring a bunch of beer, we'll order pizza. We're gonna get shit-faced and watch Lord of the Rings, and by the time you like finish the third one, there's gonna be people passed out, and you will have had the time of your life. Because like, it sounds boring at first, but like you'll be sitting there and like, if you're drunk trying to listen to like grown men talk like elves on a screen, like just think about it in that respect.
Oh
like,
my god!
You start like Mystery Science Theater 3000ing it.
Like, I want to give it the respect it deserves, but I'm all for tearing into the movie.
Yeah, I mean, well, you can do it either way. I mean, you're gonna absorb like who dies,
like the big plot points.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter because like if you're not into it, you're not into it. But it's still great to watch with friends and make fun of.
Yeah, I just like doing that with movies in general. I'll make one last comment before we have you say your favorite, or not favorite, but like your fifth sci-fi movie. But if you want to have a really good movie just to make fun of with friends, and it's a bit of a gross-out one, you just watch The Greasy Strangler, man.
Greasy Strangler?
The Greasy Strangler. Greasy Strangler, comma, man. The man is a part of the title. But it's just so bad, and I goddamn love this movie because of just how terrible it is. Like, one of the actual lines of dialogue is, I am the Spider-Man of Cocktown. And then the lady responds, or the Tarzan of the Cum Jungle.
That's art.
It is amazing.
I can't. What the fuck? My favorite ones to watch while like drunk or high are like the Evil Bong movies.
Oh, you'd fucking love this movie then. You'd goddamn love this movie.
Okay, so this one's called Evil Bong, the first one. Second one's called Evil Bong 2, King Bong.
Yep.
The third one is Evil Bong 3, The Wrath of the Bong. Then there's Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong. Evil Bong High Five.
Oh,
so stupid, man.
There's one I watched called Bong of the Dead, where they fight zombie cyber Hitler.
What the fuck?
It's great.
It's wild.
It's amazing. All right. Fifth movie. We're gonna move into the Q&A, and because I'm about to pass out, I gotta have to end it at the Q&A.
Give me just a second.
Yeah, because I know I took your fifth.
Yeah, give me a second. I don't know. I feel like I can name off a bunch of them right now, but I don't think I could pick one out of the things I have in my head.
Fuck it. Lightning round for your number 5. Don't go into detail about it, but just name them.
Just name them?
Just name them.
The Fly. The Fifth Element. Fuck. Let's see, what else? Forbidden Planet.
So we're going at F's. That's the theme here.
Well, I don't know. I think my brain was just stuck on F's there for a second. The original RoboCop was dope. Then Minority Report with Tom Cruise. Interstellar was pretty cool. Avatar, the James Cameron one that broke all the records. The Matrix, Jurassic Park, Space Odyssey 2001, and I think that's it. Maybe Inception.
Yeah, it's sci-fi, but it's just like, it's not generally like what people think of when they think of sci-fi. I can see that one.
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of people don't think Jurassic Park's sci-fi.
No, that's very much sci-fi, but I can see why they wouldn't think that initially.
Yeah. Just looking at it like, oh, there's no starships. Well, I mean, like,
fucking doesn't necessarily
genetic manipulation and shit. So, and also a talking DNA strand
nightmare
that
fuel.
became one of the best deep fried memes of 2017.
Oh, you have to send that one to me because I think I might have missed that one.
Oh yeah, I'll send you a couple if I can find them.
Yeah, no, if it's deep fried memes of 2017, that shit's buried.
Yeah. It was an underground meme. Only the cool memers knew about it.
All right, let's get moving to the Q&A because I think
yeah, for sure.
I've gotten a few, and I think we have just enough where I don't have to worry about like missing any of them. So I'm just gonna ask all the ones that I've gotten. That's
all right.
Dumb or not. The very first one is somebody in the chat asked, "You got gay?"
Nah.
Nah? Just nah?
Nah.
None?
Nah. NaH. That's my answer. No caps, no punctuation.
Just nah. No gay. Alright, let's see. We got two from one person. First one from them is favorite Gen 1 Pokemon.
Dude, Bulbasaur. He's #1 in more way than...
Well, I mean, by that logic, you can also say that Mew's #1, fucking Rhyhorn is #1.
Are you done?
Yeah, I guess.
He's the original #1. He is 001 of the original Pokédex, dude.
Fucking Bulbasaur.
And he's always my starter anytime I play Pokemon. He's a fucking dog. He's a cute-ass dog. People think he's like a turtle or something. Wrong. He's a dog that can, like, manipulate vines and, like, leech the life out of living things.
That's pretty hardcore for a dog.
Yeah, and, like... Whenever it evolves, it's a dog that can shoot a solar beam out of its back.
Damn.
Tell me that's not dope. Like, try and shit on Bulbasaur. How dare you?
Alright, this is the next one from the same person. What is your favorite reptile?
Oh, easy. Wait, I don't know if it's a reptile. The first thing that popped in my head was an axolotl, and that's a salamander. I actually think that's
an amphibian. That's definitely an amphibian.
Yeah, my bad. Let's see.
Axolotl's a good choice, though. Leopard gecko's good, too.
A leopard gecko.
Yeah, they just lick their own eyeballs and eat their own skin. Like a full-body booger.
Like, they're cute as fuck.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Alright, here's the next one. What flavor are Oreos? Like normal Oreos. Like, what flavor is it?
They're trash flavor.
Oh, damn.
Oreos can suck my hairy pressure-cooked nuts.
What about different flavor Oreos? This is one for me. Like, what about other flavored Oreos?
Oh yeah, I had the Pop Rocks Oreos.
Oh yeah, they did make those.
Them back out. They were disgusting. Oreos they're nasty. It's like two gross ass crackers with like Shrek's nut in the middle. It's disgusting. It's like if I wanted candle wax in between two graham crackers, I go to my grandma's house and have tea with her. Like, it's not what I want. It's just not what I want, dude.
I'd never expected such a hardline stance on Oreos.
Fuck Oreos.
Alright, here's one from somebody. Do you like Lasoaga and by extension Gofaled? This is what the question says.
Gofaled? I know what Lazoiga is, but not Gofaled.
I think they're trying to say Garfield.
Oh, I know who this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like lasagna. But I'm not saying that to piss off Sleeping Machete.
Yeah.
I think she might listen to this.
Maybe.
I like lasagna. Okay, lasagna's decent.
I do love me.
Garfield's decent as well. You know, he's a solid cartoon. I think the movie blew asshole. But you know, like if you're reading the Sunday paper and you need a good chortle, a good chuckle, a good snicker, I recommend Gorefiled, or whatever you said.
Gorefiled.
Gorefiled.
It's like Gofaled. Like
Gofaled.
Like Goefeld. Alright, here's one from your boy MDL, and I'm only naming him because this is like apparently something between you two. What is your favorite quote from The Cum Zone?
Oh my god.
And I watched this one recently too myself. I might answer this one myself too, just to get this on the record.
Wait, from the music video or from the full one?
I guess from the music video, the one that's like about 4 minutes.
I'm gonna name off my top 5.
Oh shit!
Nefarious cum mastermind. Cum detective. Hot on the trail.
Oh, MDL is actually messaging me saying either or. Either or. So either the full one or the music video.
Alright, we're going with the full one here, because I already mentioned wasn't the 3-minute one. So, let's see, what did I say? Cum detective, hot on the trail.
And Nefarious Cum Mastermind.
Nefarious cum mastermind. Double jointed pussy. Got my dick caught in a 3-ring binder. And pressure cook my sweaty nuts.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites too. Pressure cook my greasy balls.
Yeah, greasy balls, my bad.
And I think my other favorite one is like, my dad fell down a cum shaft.
Yeah, my dad fell in a cum shaft. Dude, whenever that played for the first time, I believe I was in a voice chat with MDL, like in the PAX server, and I had to mute my mic, and like I fell out of my chair, and I thought I broke my leg. I got like, pinned like in between the chair and the leg of the table. So like whenever I fell, it got bent backwards like an ostrich. So like I was laughing too hard to feel pain until like I tried to stand up and like my tendons in the back of my leg were like hyperextended.
Oh, gross.
It was great, and it was all because of oh fuck, which one was it? I think it was Nefarious Cum Mastermind, or my dad fell into a cum shaft. It was one of those.
I was listening in the car for the first time, and that was a bad idea because I nearly crashed when I heard pressure cook my greasy balls.
Open. You can't keep your eyes open at all. You're like squinting and shit. It's a righteous good laugh. That's my next shill. Enter the cum zone.
I can link it in the description for this in the VOD. I think I'll do that.
For sure. Do it.
Alright, so the next question is, what is the deal with airline food? Alright, I'll just leave it at that.
That sounds like they're making fun of stand-up comedians, like observational comedians, because they go like, "What's the deal with cell phones?" And I don't know.
That's like the most unoriginal joke format, though.
That's not the kind of comedy I do, so I can't Seinfeld for you. I'm sorry. There's a reason I didn't make it into the B movie, and because I'm not like Seinfeld.
Alright, here's the next one is, do you watch anime? And if so, why are you a mistake?
Yeah, I do watch anime. One of my favorites is I Fucked Your Mother.
Oh, shit, that's a good one. That aired, what, 2 seasons ago?
Oh, yeah, 2 seasons ago. Then I moved on to the dad, the grandma, great-grandma.
Damn, they're just going up the family tree.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking everyone. Yeah, no. This guy should not have asked that question. I'm sorry.
Well, the follow-up question...
I have to make good on my word.
Like, what the actual question is, like, what is your, like... I can even... Fucking, I'm just gonna, like, repost this in the fucking... in your DM so you can just read this and try to parse this yourself.
Oh, okay. Is it, like...
It's not, like...
Worded?
It's not poorly worded. It's just, like, I don't... There's, like, 3 questions in one.
Anime? And if so, why is he a mistake? AKA, what's the weeb's fucking favorite? Oh, okay. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Samurai Champloo is the best anime. Like it, I'm not saying that to put down anyone else's opinions, but in my opinion, my God-given right as a Texan and as an American, I will hold true that Samurai Champloo is one of the best fucking animes ever made.
That's from the same guy who did Cowboy Bebop, right?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so in that case I definitely have to watch it, because Bebop's one of my favorites.
Yeah, well, Samurai Champloo's like, oh my god. Like, first off, the animation's like really good compared to a lot of animes from that time. Because I believe it was like mid-2000s it was made. And that was when anime was still like fucking huge eyes. Like Yu Yu Hakusho, even though that was from like the 80s, like it still kind of had that style. Where like the anime characters look retarded.
Yeah, the Sailor Moon-esque style.
Really yeah. Like, everyone had an Ahegao face, even though they were, like, just talking.
Gross.
But, yeah, no, that's pretty gross. I'm sorry. But, yeah, Samurai Champloo's the shit.
Yeah, I think that's another one that I need to add to my ever-growing list of fucking just shit to consume. 'Cause goddamn
Yeah.
media saturation is a real ass problem.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's harder and harder to find people you have that kind of shit in common with. Because there's so much shit to watch.
Yeah, and there's just not enough fucking time.
Yeah. So, like, there's no way to be able to connect to, like, everyone through
Yeah.
media anymore.
Yeah.
Like, saying, like, hey, have you seen this show? And, like, this person will be like, no, I use Hulu. Like, I don't know.
Oh, I'm not even talking about exclusives, because even if you have like the exact same platforms as them, there's just so much to like watch.
Well, I was agreeing with you in that respect, but
Yeah.
like I was just adding on to it. Like,
Oh
even
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because there are exclusives, it makes it even worse. They're on top of the media saturation. You're getting media saturation based on where you're getting your media from. It's like targeted saturation.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So it looks like we got one last question before we tie it up here. Let's see. One last person asks, "What do you do when someone makes fun of your waifu?"
I am my waifu.
Yeah.
When people make fun of my waifu, I end them. They perish.
You destroy their bloodline.
Yeah. I destroy their entire bloodline.
That's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, it's what they get. It's my fucking waifu.
All right, folks. Chet, has been fantastic talking to you, and I think this is going to be the longest episode we'll probably ever do, because we've been going on for almost hour 45 now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Oh, man. Slut says she thought that she was your waifu.
Well,
And
she
the-
is, but I thought she wanted to keep it on the down low.
And I think it's...
Yeah, ask her, actually, I guess she can hear me right now. Do you want me to say it on air? So it's like, in the files, in the lore?
And then, while we're waiting for a response, Beat says, every family tree starts with a nut.
And that nut fell from my bush.
Damn! Slut's not responding. Nope, never mind. She said, of course.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Slut is my one and only, my betrothed, the one who I only have eyes for. Her eyes are 1,000,000 miles for which I will walk into all eternity.
That's gay as shit.
Yeah, I know. But, she asked for it, so.
Yeah, well, got the request.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so, as for this, I very much enjoyed the talk. I'm
Yeah, I
dead
did
tired,
too.
and I need to get some fucking sleep. So, this has been great, and I'll be seeing you next week, Chet, because like I said, you're now the co-host. I may have you help me interview some people sometimes, depending on if you're on. If anything,
and, if you get sick, I'll take over and fuck up everything.
Yeah,
That'll be
that's-
solid.
A-okay by me.
Fuck yeah.
And then, and for those who missed the very beginning, Chet's going to be doing the thing, doing this thing before every cast, or I guess at the beginning of every cast, where he does like a quick pack news, pack weather, or just a new skit. Just make sure you're here at the beginning for that. And then, like I said, if you ever miss it, hey, we got these VODs going up every Friday. So, appreciate everybody for listening. Chet, again, thank you very much for helping me host and being on.
Yeah,
And-
no, it was my pleasure. Thanks for having me on, man.
And then we'll be seeing you guys next week. Peace
Yeah.
out.
Peace.
Yeah, that was great. All right.